Hi, sweet friends. So, I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about investing in yourself. So, as we go through our journey of life, there are times where we might invest more in others or may sacrifice more for other people than for ourselves. It's very important to never stop learning, never stop growing. God has created us unique and He has a vision for our life. And so we always want to be connected to Him and ask Him and seek His will for our life and what plan that He has for us. So, for example, with me, I did go through a divorce, and so I recognized within myself that I needed to grow and change because I had sacrificed a lot in that marriage, and it takes two to have a relationship break down or not heal. But I realized in that particular relationship, I did maybe choose wrong, but everything happens for a reason because, I did have a child from that relationship. But I realized I lost a lot of who I was. And so I decided to invest in counseling. And so I went and did that for a while. And it was a counselor who had been a therapist for over 30 years. And she taught me about walking in my own strength, not being codependent, knowing who I am. At one point, I realized that I was kind of like nervous and shy about being in certain situations because I had just been a wife and a mom for a very long time, and that is a passion of mine. I love being a mother, and hopefully to get married again one day. I am in a wonderful relationship, and I was able to attract a wonderful man. But so I invested in myself. I had to sit down, learn why I made some not quality decisions in life. So therapy was a wonderful investment in myself. After that, I read a lot of relationship books, Christian relationship books. I studied healthy relationships. I made friends with women who were in healthy relationships. Went online, watched videos all about healthy relationships. I just learned what I did wrong in my last relationship and what I could actually do better. And I spent quality time doing that. So I was able to attract a wonderful man who I'm very, very happy with. And so next, or actually previously before that, I had invested in becoming a certified health coach, mainly for the purpose of learning nutrition and health and wellness. So I went to Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and the wonderful thing about that, it's mostly functional medicine doctors who are teaching and training, and you're watching hundreds of videos on different functional medicine doctors who and holistic doctors who, I mean, literally, there's things that they're sharing that are just not in the media. And I was able to learn a lot about myself. I took a lot of this health and wellness information and I use it almost daily, well, literally daily, for me and my boys. And I passed it on to friends and my boyfriend. And so this has actually been a wonderful investment. I'm so glad. So I am now certified as a health coach. I've had this license or certification for a few years. I will be building my practice, but I've just spent mostly working as a certified nurse assistant and then added the health and wellness aspect with the health coaching. And I plan to use that, and I'm very excited because I really believe in working in body, mind, and spirit, as a Christian. And then, so that's something I'm excited about. And I'm so glad that I have that because I know how to really take care of myself. I know how to do a lot of things that they don't really, teach in, regular, like, just like you can't pick up a magazine and just read about certain things that they share. And so that was an investment of, I think, about $4,000. And I feel like it was totally worth it. It saved me in a lot of different ways. So that is one thing. And also, I feel like you can never go wrong investing on who you are, understanding yourself, your likes, your hobbies, your desires, your passions. Who are you? Are you different from who you were 10 years ago? Okay, so basically, are you growing? Are you staying stagnant? Are you in the same position you were in 10 years ago? That's another way you can ask yourself, how can I grow? Have I lost myself? Have I lost my interests? Have I lost my passions? What can I do to rebuild my life? And what can I do to invest? You can look at the different areas of your life, different categories. financial, career, social and emotional and relationships, spirituality. Look at those different areas and see what you can do to improve. It's always important to grow as a person. So I have been a CNA and for a very long time, many, many years. And so I've met hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of elderly people over almost 20 years. I love it because I love taking care of elderly, because I love their wisdom, and I just found my passion in it. So I stay in that, and I really love it. I believe I'm being of service and ministry. So like I said, I've met hundreds of people, and it has been very interesting and mind-boggling. Obviously, for certain reasons, I can't specifically say this person's name, but one of my favorite cases that I ever had, one of my favorite elderly people that I've ever taken care of, was a 90-year-old woman who her whole life she had believed that she wasn't worthy to do anything. She never ended up going to school for anything. She never developed any hobbies. Her whole life was just her marriage. And her dad had always told her that she would not be able to do anything in life, that she was dumb. Sorry, it just makes me get emotional thinking about it. That she was dumb and she couldn't do anything. And here she was when I met her, about, I think she was in her late 80s. And she lived, by herself in a little mobile park. She was very shy. She had just always lived her life for other people. And so basically what happened, I was there caring for her. And as I've noticed, she developed friendships in the mobile home park. They knew she was shy and made her social director. She ended up meeting a gentleman, and he would come and take her for lunch. And she started growing a garden, and she just literally blossomed. The people in the park who became her friends actually started pulling her out of her shell, made her feel worthy. And this woman was literally in her 80s, and she just grew, she blossomed, she became happy. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to become who you truly have always wanted to be. So don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever think it's too late to start over. Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to take some online courses? There's so many things that you can learn now. There's Skillshare, there's Coursera, that don't cost a lot of money. There's different hobbies that you can learn. You can become a well-rounded, more happy person. Really, no other person outside of yourself can bring you complete joy. Only the Lord can do that. And so even in a relationship, even in a marriage, you're there to love and support each other and encourage each other. But ultimately, your relationship with God always comes first. And just being content and happy within yourself. And then when you meet somebody, you come together and you have two happy, content people. That's how you have a healthy relationship. So I just think it's important, to never stop learning. When we're young, we invest time in our education. And as we get older, sometimes we can kind of forget ourselves, and we have all these different roles, husbands, wives, we're parents, or we're doing volunteering, and we're just constantly giving of ourselves. But, and by the way, I love volunteering. I think that's very important to give back. But you also want to know who you are and do things specifically for yourself, which also could be self-care. So as of right now, for me, for 2023, as far as investing back in myself, I want to up my money and budgeting skills, getting more organized with that. I think I'm doing very well as far as minimizing any kind of extra things that I'm spending money on that isn't necessary. Wanting to be, a little more frugal and saving and investing. So that's one of my goals. I've talked on here about my health goals, so I won't mention that again. Drawing closer to the Lord, reading my Bible more consistently, going to church, and just, continually seeking God daily. And so I'm still continuing to work on what I'm going to do and invest in myself. And so I'm also thinking about investing more as far as education, getting my relationship coaching certification. I really, really, really love encouraging women and helping women. As of right now, I'm working on my life coaching, but I think all those areas, life coaching, health coaching, relationship coaching, different areas of a woman's life, any way that I can help and be of service, I feel that God has put that in me. I have a real joy and a passion encouraging women and seeing them do well. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. I hope you will consider, sit yourself down, start thinking about how can I invest back into myself? What can I do to help myself grow? What areas do I need to work on? What areas do I need to get stronger this year? I hope you will take the time to do that. And I hope you will continue to watch my channel. And I hope it is a blessing to you. Have a wonderful day.